Think about this for a moment. The last time a movie made you laugh uncontrollably. The last time a love story felt real. The last time a courtroom drama made you sit in silence, holding your breath. Chances are, Rob Reiner had something to do with it. You may not always recognize his face, but you definitely know his stories. This is the story of a man who didn't just direct movies. He directed how America feels about movies. Rob Reiner was born in 1947 into a home where comedy wasn't just entertainment, it was a way of life. His father, Carl Reiner, was already a legend. A writer, performer, and creator of The Dick Van Dyke Show. Dinner conversations weren't about school homework. They were about jokes, timing, characters, story. Without realizing it, Rob Reiner was getting a masterclass in storytelling. Before he even knew what the word meant, in the early 1970 seconds, America met Rob Reiner. As Michael Meathead Stivich on All in the Family, he was loud, opinionated, idealistic, and completely unforgettable. The show didn't just entertain. It confronted racism, politics, gender roles, and class division head-on. For millions of Americans, Rob Reiner became a familiar presence in their living rooms every week. But behind the scenes, he wasn't just learning how to act. He was watching, learning how stories are built, learning how audiences respond, and quietly, he was preparing for his real calling. Leaving a hit TV show is risky. Leaving it to become a director is even riskier. Rob Reiner stepped behind the camera in the mid-1980 seconds, and what followed was something no one could have predicted. One great film? Maybe luck. Two? Impressive. But Reiner went on a run so legendary, film historians still talk about it in disbelief. From 1984 to 1992, Rob Reiner directed This Is Spinal Tap, Stand By Me, The Princess Bride, When Harry Met Sally, Misery, A Few Good Men. 6 films, 6 different genres, 6 cultural landmarks. That had never happened before, and it still hasn't happened since. Rob Reiner's genius wasn't flashy visuals or big budgets. It was human truth. Stand By Me wasn't about adventure, it was about growing up. The Princess Bride wasn't fantasy, it was sincerity. When Harry Met Sally wasn't romance, it was honesty. A Few Good Men wasn't a courtroom, it was a moral battlefield. Reiner trusted the script. He trusted the actors. And most importantly, he trusted the audience. In A Few Good Men, one line became immortal. "You can't handle the truth?" That moment wasn't just acting brilliance. It was directing restraint. Reiner didn't overpower the scene. He let it breathe. And in doing so, created one of the most quoted moments in film history. Unlike many Hollywood directors, Rob Reiner never chased celebrity. He cared about story clarity, emotional honesty, and collaboration. Actors loved working with him because he made them feel safe. Writers respected him because he protected their words. Audiences trusted him because his films felt sincere. As the years went on, Reiner became more outspoken about politics, democracy, and civic responsibility. Whether people agreed with him or not, one thing was clear. Rob Reiner believed storytelling didn't stop at the theater door. Stories shape values, and values shape a nation. Rob Reiner may not have a single signature style, but that's exactly the point. His legacy is versatility. His strength is empathy. His gift is understanding people. Every generation finds something of themselves in a Rob Reiner film, and that's why his work lasts. Long after the credits roll, Rob Reiner's stories stay with us. They remind us of childhood, of love, of courage, of standing up for the truth, even when it's uncomfortable. And maybe that's his greatest achievement. He didn't just make movies. He made memories. If you enjoyed this storytelling journey into Rob Reiner's life and legacy, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. And tell us in the comments which Rob Reiner movie means the most to you.